Hello, Hotties.
I'm Positive Noodles.
And I'm xFlowmingo.
Welcome to Hot X Nudes.
If you're new here, this is where we drop some hot takes on nerdy topics, Reddit stories, and do our weekly FMKs.
Hello, guys. We're
Hi.
back. Vacation recharge for me. You're
Love
going
it.
on a little vacay soon. So
Yeah.
we're getting vacays taking. I mean, it's summertime.
Summertime.
I
It's
hope,
vacay
yeah, I
time.
hope everybody's having a wonderful vacation. And also, if you can't take off anytime in the summer, please make sure to take off some time in the off seasons of whatever job you're at or
Right.
whatever. I try to take at least like a weekend or two in the crazy
Right.
season. So, but I was able to take off a long time and just
Love it.
relax. It was so nice.
Right.
But
And at the very least, make sure in the time you do have off, take
yeah.
care of yourself.
Yes, disconnect if need be. Disconnecting
Yes.
is good. I
Even if
was
it's
very
just a
bad
few
at it.
hours at a time, you got to do what you got
hmm
to do.
So self-care is important. But you know what else is
Yes.
important? Our hotties. How are you guys? I hope you're doing
Hey.
well. I'm happy to be
Yeah.
back. I am. It's
Too.
definitely nice to be back. I feel like
It
we
is.
had a break and then we didn't, and then we had a break and then we did.
Right. It's
It's
right.
I feel like summer is so hard though. Like with my
It is.
schedule being crazy because I do event stuff, but also just
Yeah.
like vacation and like
Right.
and different holidays, especially
And
like
because I'm
family
just,
based
like,
one.
planning for things, I feel
Oh
like
God.
everyone we record on Mondays usually, and it's like everyone wants to hang out on Mondays.
Yes, exactly.
Like,
It's like,
what do I do?
no. I usually
Right.
don't work on Mondays, but I had to run into work and it was crazy.
Mm,
But
yeah.
we're gonna get into it. So,
We're here.
Flo, what's your
Hi.
power this week?
Powered,
I don't
just
know.
'cause it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Powered stands for playing, watching, reading, and drinking, PWRD. Playing I am not gonna lie to you, I have pretty much put Valorant on, like,
Mhm.
the back burner. I have not played it much at all. If I do play it, I play, like, 2 of those, like, new team deathmatches, and then I'm like, "Okay, I'm done."
I
I don't think I've won a single team deathmatch.
yeah.
I'm really bad at it. It it's interesting because the type of player I am in Valorant, like, in unrated and stuff, is I'm like a run and gun. Like, I just
Yeah.
run in and start shooting. Anyways,
Yeah.
I started blasting. Um, that's all I do.
Yeah.
And in team deathmatch, that's what everyone does, so it doesn't work. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't I'm not good enough to compete with other people doing the same thing. When
Yeah.
it's just me doing it in unrated, they get a little spooked, they don't know what to do, and it works, but in team deathmatch, no,
Yeah.
it does not work.
I haven't even
Um,
gone on for a while now. I know I should
right,
get
you
back
probably
on.
haven't even played team deathmatch yet, huh? It's a
No,
new
I
game
haven't
mode.
even played since the new
Oh,
agent was
and the new
added.
agent, no. What's she called? Deadlock.
Deadlaw.
Deadlock. I haven't played as her
I
either. I
watched
don't
her
know that I'll even play
trailer
her.
because it was a
Yeah.
woman, so
Right, 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 right,
yeah.
right.
Which makes me
Love it.
sad. She hates Wingman.
She hates Wingman?
Yeah, so she doesn't
I
like radiant or what are they called? Like radiant mixed animals because that's the
Right.
reason she has no arms. So she like doesn't trust Wingman and Killjoy is like, "Hey, no, be nice."
Oh,
Yeah.
that's I haven't even seen
I
that,
have so
so I'll
much
have to look.
Valorant news. It's in her trailer at the end.
I never even
Oh,
watched her trailer. I should. I
it was
don't know why
fun.
I haven't.
I don't know. I was on TikTok and I was like, let me just watch the whole thing on
I
YouTube.
well, because I hardly use my xFlowmingo TikTok anymore. I've been
Yeah.
using mostly my personal one. I don't get a lot of Reddit stuff. Not Reddit, Valorant stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't I don't know why I said Reddit, but, yeah, haven't been playing much Val. I'd like to. I miss it. It's like because I don't have time, I get on and I do badly and I'm like, "Meh."
Yeah.
No
I get
motivation.
it.
But so that's what I haven't been playing. I've been playing a little bit of Fortnite, a little bit of Stardew
Yeah.
lately, which has been nice. Kind of relaxing vibes. I've also been playing, with Kavi this stupid game called Super Bunny Man, which is just
Super Bunny Man?
I think that's what it's called.
Is that?
It's a ridiculous game that has, like, shitty graphics, but, like, You, like, just try to bless you.
Thank you. Nobody heard that on the pod. I was like, "No, no."
No. And I said bless you anyway,
I
but,
know,
you know.
whatever. Who cares?
But the game is, like, you just have to move. It's kind of like
I'm
that
looking
game,
at
what was it called?
images on
Co-op,
it.
where, like, it's
Yeah.
hard to control and you just have to you do, like, these obstacle courses. I'm really bad at it, but it's so fucking funny. It's
Interesting.
absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, it's one of those, what do you
It's
call
one of
it?
those games.
Like, purposely bad,
Right, it reminds you of, like, Human Fall Flat kinda
yeah,
thing, like, any of those kinda silly, goofy games.
silly,
Absolutely
goofy
hilarious.
moods.
Right, exactly. But that's it. I haven't been playing my usual games, but I've been loving Stardew as well.
Yeah,
That's been nice and
that's the
chill.
thing, I get Stardew kicks, you know?
Right, and
I
that's what
feel
I
like
feel like
it's the
that's what I'm in right
Minecraft
now.
kick. Like, every
Right,
guy not every guy, but, like, every gamer who's, like, played Minecraft has those 2
right,
weeks where they're like, "Let's start a server."
and they do Minecraft, like, for
My
20
husband
hours a day.
my husband what?
Right, I get it, I
Um,
do.
no, it's just, like, once every 3 months in the Discord server
Right,
of, like, him and his friends and stuff, it's always like, "Hey, can you make me a server?" And it's, like, his friends, and it's, like, they make a
right,
server, and then they, like, make these cool machines, and then, like, die out, and in another 3
right.
months, we'll see it.
It's just how it goes. See,
Yeah.
I'm like that with Minecraft as well, except the time between doing Minecraft is, like, 3 years.
Yeah.
It's like I'll play it for, like, 2 weeks, and then I'm done for 3 years.
I know, I
I don't know
loved
why.
Minecraft. I get onto Terraria. I
Oh, I've
get a
heard that's really
Terraria
good.
kick more than a Minecraft kick, and I haven't
Right.
played Terraria in
I've
forever,
heard
but
that. I've never played Terraria.
it's
I'm
fun.
interested.
I like it. Maybe we'll make a thing one day. A little
I'm down.
world. Yeah.
I'm down.
It's very similar. Everybody
Right,
calls
it's
it like the 2D Minecraft. It's kind of like that. It's interesting.
okay.
Yeah. But anyway,
Interesting.
sorry. So not
No,
playing
you're
your
good.
usuals, but
That's
you
it
got
for playing.
Stardew.
I'm still playing. Watching. I almost said writing for some reason. Writing.
It's a W.
Watching. I know. Watching. What have I been watching? Started It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Only watched the first episode.
I have never watched that. I've only seen clips and
Hey,
I really
I feel
want to
like
watch
people
it.
say it's good, so I started watching it, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm trying to I think that's really it. I haven't really watched much of anything else. I haven't done much of anything. I'm not gonna lie. Because guess what? I still haven't read either.
Interesting. Did not see well, I don't think a lot of people like
Didn't
us
see
have
that.
been reading because you remember AO3 being down for like 48 hours or whatever it was. Did you see
See,
that?
I missed that.
Do you know what happened?
No.
AO3, okay. We're
Yeah.
gonna AO3 was taken down or by like the like anonymous, okay?
Okay.
For what was it? Hold on. So it was the massive fan fiction archive AO3 is back after a wave of DDoS attacks. So distributed denial of service attacks. So basically it was like held hostage and
Right.
for how long was it? How long was it? I don't know, but people were like counting down the days. It was like a little over. The anonymous Sudan group initially claimed the attack would persist up to 24 hours, but has since issued a ransom demand of 30K worth of Bitcoin, threatening to keep AO3 down for weeks if the company does not apply. The
Oh my god.
organization of transformative work and its AO3 project is entirely supportive of the user donations and run by volunteers, which means the company is unlikely to afford such a ransom, even if the threat is revealed to be genuine. But
Oh
it
my
is back
god.
up and everything like that. But yeah, it was all over TikTok where people are like, it is hour 9 of AO3 being down.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
That's
just so
crazy.
you know.
Oh, I didn't even know. I can't believe I didn't hear this.
Yeah, maybe it's on your xFlowmingo TikTok and not
Maybe. I
your
probably would see
personal,
it over
yeah.
there. Yeah, that makes sense.
But
Ugh, I haven't even read fanfics or anything.
I
Like,
know, girl, you gotta get on it.
I do, I do.
Audiobooks. You can fall asleep to
Right.
them.
I know, I
I
know.
try not to. They do
Good.
have sleep timers in most apps, so
Oh, smart. Okay.
yeah.
Alright. I'll keep it in mind. But yeah, that's it. Obviously, not red.
Yeah. I mean, it happens.
Drinking. Yeah, it does. I just finished my coffee. I should have got
Nice.
another one. But I have water, so I'm drinking
Nice.
water. That's all I got. What about you?
Okay, so flowered. I can't.
Flowered.
I'm
Flowered. I love it.
Oh God, I'm telling you, I cannot speak. Last night, I was like mixing up letters and words, and I'm dyslexic, but it hasn't usually affected my speech. That's usually just like my
Right.
reading out loud. My brain is like off.
Right. It's summertime,
Yeah,
vacation mode.
I know, right? Playing, watching, reading, drinking, playing.
Mhm.
I have been playing The Walking Dead, the final season, finally. Because I
Ooh,
didn't know that there was a third
that's
season. We kind of
right.
went into that before, but playing the final season, really loving the first episode that I did play last week. I didn't play on Thursday because it was my anniversary and I was also fucking tired.
Right.
I was like, "Oh, I'll stream, like I'll spend time." We went out to dinner for our anniversary, but then I'm like, "I can't keep my eyes open." And
Right.
so I'm gonna lay down, and
Right.
it was
Good.
nice.
Good.
But
You need to do that
I
sometimes.
also, I guess we'll talk about this in a little bit. Um I got a little new toy that I've been loving, and it's awesome. It's a crafting toy. So we'll get into it a little bit. I have a couple surprises. Anyway, so I have been playing that. I've been playing some Tears of the Kingdom, and then I really haven't been playing
Nice.
anything else. I really do want to get back into playing stuff. I haven't played Valorant in forever. I
Right.
haven't really been able to social game recently because my schedule is kind of
Right.
off.
Me
But I
too.
definitely think I need to get like a dedicated like day to be like, okay, I'm gonna play this with my friends, like a Valorant day or whatever it is, or being like, okay, I'm gonna see like at this time with my friends. Like I'm even trying to do one shots with like
Right.
my one shots with like my D&D group and everything. So
Right.
yeah, so there's that. Watching, we finished watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. We
Oh,
Yes, that
I
was a
haven't even done
nice
that.
refinish, like a rewatch. That was a nice one. Cried, definitely cried. We haven't started The Witcher yet. We definitely want to start that. I finished watching that show Made. That was really good.
Oh, that's
And
right.
then we restarted watching Book of Boba Fett. We only watched one episode because I need to catch up on the Star Wars series. And I know I need to watch Book of Boba Fett, even though it's kind of boring. Like the second episode, majority of the time
I
they're not
agree with
even
you.
talking. And I don't
I agree with
there
you.
doesn't need to be talking to be interesting.
Mm,
But it was still like ugh,
right.
I'm trying.
I agree with you on Book of Boba. I didn't care that much for it.
A lot
But
of
you're not
people
at
do. I
Andor yet, are
mean,
you?
no, fucking Mulan
Andor's
is in it, and I can't even enjoy it. Mulan is Fennec, so
I didn't even realize.
that's the voice of Mulan.
I never
Yes,
watched it. Oh, the
that's the
original.
voice of Disney Mulan. Yes, the original
Oh, I
from
didn't
not
know
the
that.
90s, early
Whenever.
2000s, right? I
I
think
don't
that was
even know.
early 2000s. Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
yeah. That's the
But
I love her.
Andor is a lot better
I've
than
heard
Book of
Andor's.
Boba.
It's 1998. Okay. I heard Andor's a
Okay.
lot better. I've heard that Book of Boba Fett is basically just kind of Mandalorian season 2.5.
Right, right.
So I know I need to
It's like
watch it
Lion
to
King one
get,
and a half.
yes. But at least Lion King 1.5 was like kind of funny.
Right, right, right,
It
right,
wasn't
right,
great, but it was kind of funny. But no.
right.
I mean,
Right.
the thing is, I like
Yeah.
these actors. I
I
love
do
Boba
too.
Fett, but I just it doesn't it
Right.
yeah, but
I
we'll
agree with
get
you.
there. I need
Mhm.
to catch up on so many Marvel shows and movies. I need
I
to
gotta
watch
catch up on
Across the Spider-Verse. I haven't. I wish it was not in theaters right now and like on a streaming service.
right.
But yes. But I watched this movie last night. We're doing Sundays as our movie nights now.
Nice.
Is Nimona. It is on Netflix. It is based off a New York Times bestseller graphic novel, and it is so cute. It has Eugene Lee Yang, who is one of the Try Guys.
Okay.
You know the Try Guys,
I
right?
know the Try
Yeah.
Guys. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
he's the Asian Try Guy, and he is lovely. He's done acting. He was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine too. He had a small part in
Oh,
Brooklyn Nine-Nine in one episode.
interesting.
because he's always done acting with that. A lot of people in BuzzFeed were also like in the acting career, just
Right.
some of them boosted with BuzzFeed and some of
Right.
them like the person that's in that elementary school show. It's Quinta. She's in Abbott Elementary. She's in that show.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Okay.
she was BuzzFeed. So
Yes.
he's one of the voices. It's a beautiful. It's actually one of the producers of the movie is I can't even remember. The people who did Stray, the
Yes.
game Stray,
Yeah.
worked on this.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's so cool because it's futuristic, but it's still like knights and kingdoms.
Right.
And it's done. Chloe Grace Moretz is the main character, Nimona,
Okay.
and so good. Shapeshifter. I don't want to say too much because I think people should just go into it. It's so good. It's so heartwarming. It's so well done. Um, and I thought it was really, really well done, and it made me cry. So
Right.
I was very happy about that. And I finally got to watch it. I'm surprised it didn't get a bigger release. I
Right.
really
'Cause I've
am.
not heard of that.
But I think it was supposed to, and then it just came out as like a Netflix movie, you know?
Mhm.
So I don't know if that was an issue. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't know, with
Yeah.
all those writers strike and everything like that. That
Right.
it came
Right,
out
right,
a while
right.
ago, but it's really cute. I definitely recommend it. Love the graphics and the animation and everything like that. And reading, I started reading actually the person who wrote Nimona. She wrote this thing. Um, sorry. It's
No, you're fine.
called The Fire. Uh, I can't. The Fire That Has Gone. That Goes Out. It's by N.D. Stevenson. They have a couple books, and this one is actually it's Noelle Stevenson. They have a book where it's basically a autobiography. Yeah, The Fire That Never Goes Out. Um, an autobiography, but with her comics, like through her life
Okay.
and different comics that she's had before or drawing now, in different photos. And so I thought that it's a memoir in pictures, as they describe it, and I thought it was really cool. So, been kind of reading that, but other than that, I haven't been reading anything, and I need to. I need to. I have so many books. I buy so many books, and people give me books,
Yeah.
and I'm like, ah. And one of my coworkers is putting in their 2 weeks soon, and they gave me a book, so now I'm like, ah, at least I
Oh,
have a deadline, so I need to like. And they
right.
wouldn't care, and we could have met up afterwards. But I'm like, I need to give you this book back. So, and then drinking, I am drinking water, which
Nice.
is in a cup that says my name on it because I bought a Cricut, which is a
Yay!
digital like e-cutter and whatever. So it's like a 3D printer, but you do it in a sense of like it cuts vinyl, it cuts
Mhm.
any type of like paper. You can make a bunch of things with it. Um, like drum roll.
Oh
What
my
was like
god.
what? I made a little Hot X News
Are you
t-shirt
shitting me?
that I've been wearing. I tested it. The shirt actually has a hole in it. You can see right there. But I
Oh my
tested it
god,
with
it's
some
so
printable
cute.
like DIY shirt things and I cut it and I have a little Hot X Nudes t-shirt.
Oh, I love it.
I've
Are
been
you
wearing
kidding
it
me?
all day. So I got us on our boob. Okay,
Oh
we're
my god,
good.
on our boob.
Our boob. Yes, it's ours. It's ours now. We're
It's ours.
sitting
I
at the
think I saw it.
table. But
Perfect.
I'm
I
like,
love
I
it
love this.
so
So I
much.
just can't wait
Oh
to
my
put
god.
everything. I put the emote that I drew of Sabrina in Salem. I put it on Eric's water bottle.
Oh my god. Is this why I was supposed to send you PNGs? I totally forgot again.
I know I've been making Flo.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
Flo, send me your fucking emotes.
And then I forget. Oh
I
my
know I was
god.
gonna remind you after, but
Please. I'm gonna do it
now that I
right now while
have
you're talking.
a now that I have a 3D printer and a Cricut, I am a menace. And I can 3D print stuff for my Cricut, like this, which is a weeder extractor. So when you like pull off vinyl, because you can use it for so many different things. People do it for bookmarks. People do it for like, you can cut fabric if you get the certain blade. It's so great. I got a $500
cool.
deal for $250 because somebody was selling it on Facebook Marketplace. And I was like,
I love that.
cha-ching! And she used it like 3 times. And so I now like have this little thing that you weed off like this vinyl in between, and I 3D printed something to help like get it off so that it's easier to like manage. And I'm also 3D printing something to make it so it's easier to like put stuff. I don't know. I'm a menace. I'm a menace now. I can make so much things. If I had a laser cutter, I would rule this world. I could make a puzzle with my face on it. I'm just my boss is laughing at me.
Send me one.
Like, I know. Here's a puzzle. It's not those $1, $1 million. It's one noodle. It's just my face. So yeah, I've been a menace to society. And I made one. I made my shirt that I'm the most happiest about is I have a Buy Finger Gun shirt from Target last year. You can't get it again. They didn't remake it. But it's a shirt that I wear at home, and it's light purple, and I will eat ramen, and there's those little yellow ramen stains. You know what I mean? And I've been trying to get the stains out, but I can't. So I made my own, and I made my own Buy Finger Guns. And then I'll actually get my one last thing. I've just been playing with so much stuff.
I would do the same.
It's going to be such an expensive hobby. It already is, but I love it. I make all the noodle bowls. I made pride noodle bowls. So there are a bunch of noodle bowls with the different pride colors of different flags. And I made one with the buy one a long time ago. So now I can print these out and put them on my shirts or little tote bags or whatever. And I can make things.
A tote bag with all the pride noodle bowls?
Yes. Yes.
It'd be so cute.
Right? Right? I can make little glasses. I can make those little glasses with the little straws and stuff. I could do anything. I can make a hat. I'm so down for all this. I'm like, want to make everything. So yes, that's what I've been, and then I guess I'm also drinking. I just use that as a segue. I'm like, I'm wearing this sweatshirt. And it's a thin one, but I'm like, I have to wait to take it off so that I can show. Flo has not seen this.
Oh my God, no, I haven't.
Yeah, so you're on my tip. So welcome, girlie.
Love it. As I should be.
I need to make. I need to make. Some people 3D print it. You can just buy it or whatever, but it's a little template to put along the collar. To say like this would be center, this would be chest pocket, but I want to get a bunch of chest pocket shirts so I can put little things on my little chest pocket or on top of the pocket.
Right.
I already made a decal for my car. My husband hasn't noticed yet.
Oh.
Yes, and then I'm going to put another decal on my car where it's Yoda ears because I have a Toyota, and then put Toyota on the bottom. Toyota. Yes.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah. I'm just like so down. I'm so happy. I can make magnets. I can make bookmarks. I can make whatever I want.
I love it.
So, welcome to Noodles being a menace. I can make my own merch if I want. I can make our own merch. I'm just saying. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, want to get into hot takes? Yeah. Oh, sorry. And I'm also drinking a blueberry down east cider. So,
oh, yummy. Yummy.
Yeah. Anyway, Flo, do you want to get into your hot take?
Yeah. Okay. So this one, I want to preface by saying I picked one that I don't agree with because I'm curious to know what you have to say about it, and I'm interested. And I have not a ton to say about it, but you know. Okay. So this one I found it on Reddit.
Yeah.
And it's pixel art is just making your games look like shit on purpose.
Bull.
Right.
Bull crap.
Bull, right. And then so one of the comments underneath was like, thank you. Retro style art is just a buzzword for we couldn't be asked to make graphics. And it says, I'm by no means a graphics snob, but come on, at least make your game look like something made from the PlayStation 2, Xbox One era onward. And I just was like, damn, that's kind of brutal. Like,
I'd rather have pixel than
I completely
bad
disagree.
in
I
between.
in fact, I love pixel games. I think they're so charming and cute.
Yeah.
And also, okay, I don't saying it's just a buzzword for we couldn't be asked to make graphics. These indie companies sometimes don't have the funds to make like graphic intensive
Exactly.
games. I don't need graphic intensive games. And this honestly goes with something we talked about a couple weeks ago. I don't remember which episode it was. But we talked about needing like high
Yeah.
K graphics and all that stuff. Like, I don't know. That's so unimportant to me. Depending, obviously, some
Yeah.
graphics are nice, but like, I don't know. Depending on the story, sometimes I just want a cute little pixel art game.
I mean, I think a lot of people get salty about it because they're like, "Oh, this game is just going well because it's a buzzword," or "Oh, this person's putting out a
Right.
game." It's like,
So what
I'd
if it
rather
is?
have a
We like
cute
it.
pixel game than
Yeah.
something in between that looks like it came out from the PlayStation 2,
Right.
you know? And
Right.
that's no offense to the PlayStation 2 games at the time, that was, like, what was available, but it's like, I don't want something in between, I want something that's done
Right.
well and had a lot of effort,
As long
and
as it's an intentional art choice, it's
yeah,
like, I love
and
it.
then there's other ways that you can, like, add these great graphics to the games, like, even just thinking, like, Stardew, like, yes, that is pixelated games, but the pictures of how people are when they talk, like, that's a
Right.
drawing, that's not just a pixel. Do you know what I mean? That's
Right.
not
Yeah,
pixelated, that's art. And there's mods for that and everything like that,
of
but
course.
I don't think pixelated games are fine. Do I
Right.
think
I
some people
love it.
rely on them? Maybe.
Probably. But I don't know, it's charming.
I don't care. Yeah, like, if
They're
I'm
not
not gonna play a
claiming
game.
like, "Oh, we have good graphics and it looks like that." It's not like that's what they're doing.
I think
You
somebody's
know,
just
like, there's a
salty
time and a
because
place
they
for
can't
it.
make a game.
Right.
That's kind of the
I
vibe
think
I'm
it's cute
getting.
and charming. I'm into
Yeah.
it.
I like pixel games. There's
Me
some
too.
pixel games I don't like, but it's not because they're not
It's not
pixel.
because
It's not
they're
because they're
pixels,
pixel. Yeah,
right,
it's because they're not fun, you know?
right, right,
And I kind of love the retro feel. Why not?
right. Sometimes it's just
And
fun.
there was actually a story recently too. There's this nonprofit that's trying to archive a bunch of video games while they can, because a lot of games are being lost because we can't archive them in different ways, and these old games and
Right,
everything like that. And it's like, the people that grew up with these pixelated games are now able to purchase games more than ever. It's like, why shouldn't we be letting them kind of have that nostalgia?
right. I
So,
agree.
yeah. No,
I
that's a
completely
dumb
agree.
take. He can go
I
fuck
know.
himself. I mean, I don't know
I'm
their
like, I
pronouns. I
don't
just it gives a vibe.
know, like
Um
Anyway, so what do you got? That was a cutesy little one.
so it's kind of my own hot take. It's a hot take a
Okay, I'd
lot of
love to
people
hear it.
have. But
Right.
it's kind of fitting. And I okay. This is
Let's hear it.
Star Wars is the worst fandom.
Right,
The
right.
Star Wars community is the worst.
Well, and I think they'd agree with you.
That's the thing. And
Because that's the whole thing, right? No one
yeah.
hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans.
It's okay. So I was listening to this podcast. This is by our friend Natalie, Easily Distracted. We've
Yes.
talked about them before. They were talking about it, and Natalie said how somebody was like, the people who say they love Star Wars the most seem like they hate it the most because they're just
Right,
mad at everything. Like,
right. And
I
it's like, okay, it sounds like you don't like it at all.
yeah, like, why want, like,
But okay.
it's the whole purist and this and that. And like, Mark Hamill has even come out and said, like, not, this is very much paraphrasing, but being like, you guys suck.
Right.
Like, there's great people in the community, but I just am so tired of the Star Wars fandom.
Right.
It feels like, again, the biggest fans are the ones that hate it the most. But
Right.
it's like the whole purist thing. And I heard Easily Distracted podcast talk about it quickly, and I was just like, you know what? I fucking agree. And we've
Right.
talked about it
I
before.
know.
There's been
Yeah.
so many people in the Star Wars like acting community. So the guy that played Jar Jar Binks, tried to unalive himself. Like,
That's
and has come
terrible.
back. Yeah. The kid who played Anakin in the first movie got so much bullying hate that he's like dropped out of acting.
Oh my
Hayden
God, I didn't even know that.
Christensen got a lot of hate. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a prequel girly. Prequels are fine. Not my cup of
Right.
tea. Just not my cup of tea.
That's
But
fair.
they're fine. They're fine. Like, cool.
Right.
People like them, whatever. Not my cup of tea when it comes to the the Starquels. The Starquels? That
The
kind
Sparkles.
of... Okay, the
It's
Star Wars.
right.
I don't know. Again,
Star Wars
my...
prequels, the Sparkles.
Yeah. The Star Wars movie, they're not the ones I jump to. But, like, Hayden Christensen, like, it's so amazing to see him back. And, like, see him, like, brought back by
Right.
the community because people hated him. The woman
Right.
that played Rose in the sequel, she like left social media because of it. I mean, they were even starting to give hate to the little girl that played Leia in Obi-Wan Kenobi because
Are you
she's
shitting
annoying.
me?
It's like
Because she's annoying? She's a child.
she's a child. Like,
And
don't get
she's
me wrong.
directed.
Yeah. Also,
Like, why
children
are people acting like it's the actor's problem? They're being directed. They're doing their job.
Don't get me wrong. There are some actors that don't do a good job, but usually you don't see them in shit because they're usually not like. That's the whole thing. Like, I don't like Natalie Portman that much. It's nothing against her. I don't know. Like, she just gives me a weird vibe. But Natalie, I hit my mic. I'm so angry. Natalie Portman, Hayden Christensen, everybody did what they could do with the script and the like just the directing that they were given for those prequels. Okay? They did what they could do. They can't there's only so much they could do. I think they did their best. She was also a child.
Right.
She was a teenager when this was happening.
Right.
So, I'm just saying, I think it's like when it comes to fandoms, I feel like they're one of the worst with attacking actors and the purists, and it's just like let's not. Let's
not
not.
that serious.
I know. And again, I say this multiple times. I bet I've said it a bunch of times on the pod. If you tried to do a drinking game and do a shot every time I say it, you should be hospitalized. But the Star Wars movie started out as a B-rated movie with nobodies. It was just supposed to be out there. The only person that was kind of known was Harrison Ford, and he wasn't even as big as he was. Like, he had a couple things, but he was not big. Yes, Carrie Fisher was the daughter of Debbie Ryan, and her, like, she was big in the thing. But she did these films knowing that they would have... Debbie Reynolds? What did I say? Debbie Ryan?
Debbie Ryan!
Oh, my God. All right, I quit. Goodbye, podcast. Have a good one. Not Debbie Ryan from Insatiable. Debbie Reynolds. Okay.
Debbie Reynolds.
Okay, it wasn't that far off. This is very Blackjack and Jack Black. Okay,
and it took my brain a second to process, and then I went Debbie Ryan. Like Debbie Ryan.
Yeah. No, not that. Isn't she married to like a boy?
Debbie Ryan?
Debbie Ryan's married to somebody.
I have no idea. I've not kept up with Debbie Ryan.
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up because I think she's married to somebody in a band.
In a band? Maybe.
Not that matters.
I forgot about Insatiable.
21 Pilots. He's the drummer of 21 Pilots.
Oh.
I saw the first season. It was a little cringe, and then I was like, I'm gonna leave this because it made me uncomfortable.
Me too. Yeah. That's exactly. Yeah, I had the same exact thing. I'm like, this is like funny, but like
not
scary?
Yeah. If you took it and flipped it.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. There's a lot to that show that was wrong with that show, but like, yeah, weird.
Anyway, like Star Wars was about being a B film. And nobody thought it was going to be what it was today, that you see Star Wars everywhere.
Right. And everyone, there's like not anyone who doesn't know.
I have a dish mat. I have a dish mat that has the Mandalorian on it, right? Like,
right, literally.
I have a Grogu like waffle maker. Like I have all these things. Like I kind of hate where it's gone to this purist. It gives me, and there's so many great people in it, but in the community, like I am one of these people. You are this and that. It's just, again, It makes me a little
Yeah.
angry. But I heard that hot take and I was like, I have to talk
Right.
about
We
this.
always talk about Star Wars here.
I
We
know, we
gotta
always do.
move
I mean,
on.
we were talking about it beforehand.
Right. I know.
So,
I know.
can I just say, best thing in my opinion that came out of the prequels,
Mm-hmm.
Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Daddy One
Daddy One
Kenobi.
Kenobi. Um, I
I
think,
feel like we
yeah,
discussed
we
this all
have
the time.
discussed this. But again,
I love
um,
him.
I hope I see it get better. I hope I see
Yeah.
it get better. I hope we get a new generation of Star Wars
Right.
fandom people coming in, but you
And
always
I
have
think
those
we do just
people.
the way The Mandalorian, like people who love The Mandalorian and people who love Pedro Pascal are. I feel
Oh,
like it makes sense,
Pedro Pascal has
you
been
know?
popping up on my FYP again, and
Mine
did
too.
I send you the anxiety one?
I think so.
So apparently, okay, so he's talked about how he's had anxiety. Okay, this is our last thing, and then
Yeah.
we'll go to break. Okay. Um, he's talked about how he's had anxiety, but there was like somebody recording while they were on the red carpet, and him and Bella were standing next to each
I know
other,
he always
and
does.
he holds his hand like right under, like right on his belly button, basically, like a
Right.
little bit above that. And Bella eh, um like imitated it, and he goes, "Oh, do you know why I do this? Because this is where my
Yeah.
anxiety is." And then you just see a bunch of pictures where he does it, and she like looks at him and she like nods because like he's, and then she does it,
They're
and I'm
so
like,
sweet,
they
and
are
I
so
just
cute together, and like everybody's like, "Oh,
I
he
love
uses
it.
grounding techniques, that's why he always holds her hand."
I'm gonna cry right now, so goodbye.
I know. Okay,
Goodbye.
we're gonna go to break. Everybody,
Gonna go to
get your
break and
tissues, get
cry,
your
and I'll be
cries, get
back.
your cries. We'll be back with Reddit stories.
Oh,
All right.
see you in a little bit.
See ya. Bye. Hi guys, welcome back.
Hey.
We're gonna get into Reddit stories. So Flo, why don't
Yes.
you get into your Reddit story?
Sounds good. I got a little bit of a short one today. So I'll start with that. Um, am I the asshole? I'm an online gamer and I play with people that are younger than me. Is that wrong? And it says, so I'm playing online games and I get ripped up with a random bunch of people and they were pretty cool. One of them was a girl. I did not ask her age. I did not care. We were playing a competitive game and she was pretty good. She sent me a friend request and I accepted it. Not until later that I found out that she was younger, a lot younger. She's 16. I'm not trying to have a relationship with her, which would be highly inappropriate because I'm in my 40s, but my friend is giving me a hard time because I play with people that are 20 years plus my junior. When I play my competitive games, I don't care how old they are, just if they're good. Am I the asshole for playing with people that are a lot younger than me? Is it wrong? No, she's talking about people that are above the age of 21 sometimes, but she thinks because there's a 20-year difference that it's wrong.
Um, so I think there's differences here.
Right.
If we were talking over 21, not as weird.
Right.
But I even
So,
feel uncomfortable talking to people under 16. Like there's
right.
people I have like disconnected with because I'm like, you're looking for a friendship that you
So
need
that's
in
part
your
of it too.
age.
That is part of it too. Like people that are looking for and by relationship to me, it's like any kind of friendship
Yeah.
or, um yeah, 16 is when you're in your 40s, that's like really young. But
That could be your
it's
daughter.
just right.
Not to
But
like
also I
minimize just
know.
the age, but like that plausibly could be your daughter, like, or a
Right.
child of yours. And there's a
Right.
difference
And
between being in a competitive game with them
right.
and
So
continuing after the match.
right. So this person they say that they only play games with them and that it's nothing outside of that. I'm thinking of it like, okay, if there was a team, if you know how sometimes there's like esports teams,
Yeah.
they could have varying age gaps, right? I mean, I don't know.
It
This
makes
is
I don't want to say they're the asshole. They're not an asshole.
right, 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 right.
I
Yeah,
think
they're voted not the asshole.
okay. So for the situation where it's the 16-year-old, I think it's best to say like, "Hey, you're a lot younger. You're good at games, whatever, but I think it's better for you to
Right,
not be talking to a 20-year-old." Like again, I disconnected
right,
talking to somebody quite younger because I was like, you're looking for a friendship or whatever or a gaming buddy
right,
that's a lot that needs to be around your
right.
age right
And I
right
think
now.
this person needs to make sure that, like, because they're the adult here,
Yes.
they need to be responsible. They're the ones who are responsible for making sure this, gaming relationship doesn't cross any lines.
And this is the thing too. I don't know how I want to explain this. I think you kind of said it the best. Just because your intentions don't
Right,
aren't what like people are saying is weird. Things can get misconstrued, and again, you're the adult here.
right,
They're not.
right,
They 40 is a lot, man. And like
right,
to be playing with a 40 year a 16 and a 40-year-old to be playing together without knowing each other in person or like knowing having like a family connection or like you know what I
right.
mean? It because while it's such a
And it is
touchy
tricky. It's weird because also, like, you don't I mean, it is in the end of things, as long as it's just the games,
yes.
it's like you're not really maintaining any kind of relationship or friendship
Yeah.
ship outside of the game. As long as that's the case. Because like, there are some comments here that were good points. Because in my head too, like, when I first read this, I was like, that's, like, kinda creepy. Not an asshole, but, like, that's kinda
Yeah.
creepy. Like, I wouldn't. Um But one of the comments was like, not the asshole, assuming that what you posted is all there is to know. And then it says, I joined a guild when I was 19. At the time, the member ages spanned from 15 to 50 something. Now I'm 25. I'm still in that guild, and we all still talk every day on Discord and play games together. That's just how gaming is these days. All sorts of people, all ages and backgrounds. So, from that perspective, I guess I kind of get that.
It would have to mean something. Okay, so if this is like a guild or they're in a joint Discord server, that doesn't
Right.
bother me as much, but the way that in my head the way he described it is they they message up and say, "Hey, you want to play games?" and they play games. Which isn't
Right.
wrong either, but again,
Because
I
I
want
I
to
kind of am picturing like a Valorant game. You know, when you have a Valorant
yeah.
game, you liked someone on your team, they played well, and then they
Yeah.
added you.
Yeah.
Or you added them.
That's
You
what
know
I
what I
was
mean?
thinking
And
too.
sometimes you just see that they're on and you like send them an invite or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining is
If
happening.
that's the case, it's not bad. But the
Right.
thing I want to say here again, you're the adult. And this is me saying for the 16-year-old situation. This
Right.
isn't saying towards the 19-year-old, the like 21
Right.
like especially in a guild setting like or a Discord setting, like there's people that are in a Discord that I'm in that are 16 plus are 16 and that's fine and it like they
Mhm.
might play games the same time and again it's more of a streamer Discord but it's like that's fine and maybe we do play games together but
Right.
the thing is you might not be weird by saying you're a 40-year-old playing with a 16-year-old.
Right.
And again, I want to be very touchy here. Like it's a touchy subject, but saying like if you establish that a 16-year-old and a 40-year-old can have a relationship outside of just adding each other into a game. If this is more than just add on to a
Right.
team, then
Right.
that and again, I'm not blaming or anything, but as the adult, you should say, I'm not going to do that because then they'll see that this is a normal activity and a normal behavior,
Right. Right. Right.
and somebody else might take advantage of that.
Right. Like, you might have good intentions,
But if
but you
they
gotta think
start to
about the other.
see that,
Yeah.
oh, a 40-year-old, and again, again, like saying a 40-year-old,
I
it's
know.
not even 40, like, it's anything, like, if saying, "Oh, well, this 40-year-old like adds me on to games and this and that, and that's
Right.
fine." Like, why is it wrong? Like, it's okay for people to do that. And it's like,
Right.
okay, that 40-year-old has good intentions, but then that becomes a norm, and then that norm
Mhm.
isn't a norm. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm
Right.
trying to be very sensitive here because I don't think that this guy's the asshole. I'm not rating him the
Right.
asshole. I do think with the 16-year-old situation that he should probably refrain from adding them back in. I don't think he should ever be considered the asshole because there's 16-year-olds in his games you can't
Right.
control. I don't know if
Right.
his friend ever tried to like say like that's weird, but it's like you can't control who gets into your games, especially competitive
Right.
and whatever.
Right, right, right.
But
Right.
I think it's very much a
Yeah, and
it's
that's
a hard line to walk. I
right,
don't
and it's
know.
pretty much all the comments are saying similar things. They're all saying not the asshole as long as it's just this, like, make sure like, I wouldn't add them on, like, social
No,
media,
I wouldn't add
like,
them.
don't maintain outside relationships. And so the original poster actually posted, a comment saying, "I wanna thank everybody for their comments. I just wanted to make sure that I'm not an asshole. I'm not looking to make people that are 20 years my junior my best friend. I just wanna be able to game with people and not have to ask to see their ID to make sure that they're old enough to play with me." So
I mean, still a little weird way to say it, but I get it. I
right,
completely understand. I just, and again, if it's not trying to make friends and gaming buddies in the sense of like, oh, let's have a Discord, let's go on BC, let's go this. If you want to add somebody
right,
into your game because they played well and you
right,
guys vibed, whatever. But again, it's especially with people underage. And
right,
when I say underage, I want to say under 18. You do have to be careful because there is that line that other people will cross, and you don't want to set
right,
a norm because your
right,
intentions are good.
right,
Again,
I get that, and that's actually not even something I thought about either.
I have because I it's just one of those things that
Yeah,
you got to be cautious of because again, I don't know. I don't think the guy's the asshole, but it is a very
right.
interesting. It is an
It
interesting
is,
way to
isn't it?
like
Especially because, like, yeah, I mean, you get in games, it's not like you know who you're gaming with.
exactly
You know
like
what I
so
mean?
if you're not with friends,
Like,
you
people in
could.
our Valorant team could be, like, 13
Yeah,
years
I
old.
played with
Like,
somebody that was like,
I don't
"Yeah, I'm
know.
13. I'm doing my homework later," and I'm like, "Okay, go do your fucking homework." Like, not I
Right,
wasn't
I know.
actually saying this,
Right, of course, but
but
yeah,
like
I
it's like
know,
you
you never
never
know.
control who, especially like depending on what games it is. Like Valorant, like kids play Valorant. Kids play a bunch of
Right.
games that
Kids
even
play
if they're
Valorant, kids
not
play
rated for
Fortnite. That
that
being said, you
age.
can't really talk to people in Fortnite. Unless you play Phil's, I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never played Phil's, but, you know.
I really barely have ever played Fortnite, but it's just like I don't know. I feel like again, I think it's just kind of a trickier subject, and
It
I think
is, it
if
is.
he is, this is completely how it is. He is not trying to pursue a friendship,
Right,
anything
as
like
long as
that.
that's the case and the
Yeah.
line is drawn and the boundaries are set,
Don't add on social media. Don't.
don't add outside, don't
Yeah.
I
I
wouldn't talk to them
understand
outside
a
and maintain that kind of
guilt.
relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a
Where
little
it's a
bit.
big mix of people,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of people, to me that I don't know, maybe
That's
that's
a
a
little
better
bit
situation.
different. Yeah.
It's like going to a con, and there's people in
Yeah.
different age. That being said, usually, like, a 15-year-old that might be there with their parents and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Again, but
it's weird.
it's an interesting topic to kind of go through. And I
It
think
is.
it probably is emphasized by their friend
Right.
because they're a male, an older male
Right,
talking
right, right,
to
right,
a
right.
younger female.
Female.
And I would just hope that the age was the concern, not the genders. While
Right.
it obviously like I just think I wonder if people would bat an eye if it was flipped.
Right. Right.
And I think they should.
Right.
So, but again, don't think the guy's the
Agreed.
asshole.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay.
So long as it's
Interesting
just
one.
that. Right.
All right. So mine is from True Off My Chest. My boyfriend revealed his true character. Now I'm planning on leaving him.
Mm.
My boyfriend, 31 male, and I, female 24, have been dating for almost 2 years. We're both gamers, but I would definitely classify myself as more of a casual gamer. While he spends his spare time he spends every spare
Mhm.
minute of his day racking up achievements and pushing himself to the limit. Honestly, it's something I really like about him. He is dedicated and puts in a lot of effort. He absolutely transfers those skills into real life situations, which is also a bonus because it means he isn't just a loser who can't function outside of an Xbox. About a year ago, we decided we wanted to start streaming. I had a bit of a slow start, mostly because he messaged every single person on his friends list to follow and drop in, and the only follower I gained was him. Every other follower I earned organically through posting TikToks and Instagram posts about going live and talking lots to my chat. I now have 23 followers. Congratulations.
Love
Which
it.
isn't a lot, but my boyfriend always brings up how I got all of them on my own whilst he had to bribe people to follow him yet alone watch him for even 5 minutes of the stream. I average about 8 views per stream at the moment, while he is still unable to crack even 3.
Hmm.
He's good at gaming, but honestly, he just doesn't promote his stream, and his streaming daily will eventually work mindset isn't enough. Of
Right.
course, this has caused a lot of jealousy on his side, coupled with the fact that dudes are usually the ones to drop in and stay for a while to watch my stream. I make a conscious effort to not be overly nice, not to pay too much attention to one person, all because in the past my boyfriend has unfollowed me when other people have been chatting and he got mad thinking I wasn't paying enough attention to him. Anyways, we end up getting into an argument yesterday because I said something about how I don't like the fact nobody knows I'm his girlfriend. I said I have his channel linked on mine. I promote him, and when I'm alone, I don't like the thought of girls getting into a stream thinking they can flirt. Well, all hell broke loose. He told me he doesn't want people to know about me because I'm crazy, and he's ashamed of me. He told me the only reason I have followers and watchers is because I use my face in my profile picture and because I'm a girl. He says I'm not even a real gamer because all I do is play shitty sandbox games and don't put any effort into being good at real games. I play like Skyrim and Overwatch. He accused me of faking playing bad so I can ask dudes in my chat for help and flirt with them, and said I have no attributes outside of being a gamer girl, pretty much insulting I'm boring and dudes only come to watch me because they think I'm attractive. So I told him now it makes sense to why he watches X, Y, and Z because he finds them attractive. And he tried to backtrack and says he isn't like other dudes and actually likes them for their personality. But it's too late. Now I know what he thinks of me. And now I know definitely that all the women he watches is only because he finds them attractive, which has always been a biggest fear in my relationship because I know I'm not anywhere near as pretty as even his exes. I hate thinking of him lusting after other women. He said that he isn't going to stream again if this is what causes issues, but I woke up after nightmares of him cheating on me to see he streamed all night with his friends. He's laughing, not giving a single care that ended up ghosting me all night and he knew he left me to cry myself to sleep. My heart is broken. I want a man who cherishes me, wants to show me off, is proud of me, and doesn't trigger my anxiety. He used to be that man. I probably never stream again because now it feels dirty and I feel like I'm being used by men. And I'm almost completely stopped anyway because every time I stream, he would start a fight out of jealousy. And I guess all I will ever be is eye candy for desperate men. Even my boyfriend and my parents tell me I'll end up alone. I'm planning on leaving my boyfriend now since he told me he's ashamed of me and he should go be with a woman he's proud to be with. Thanks for reading, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah,
I hated that.
I know. So I heard this on TikTok. I'll be completely honest. That's how I found
Yeah.
it. Um, Fuck this guy.
Fuck that guy.
I feel
Fuck
bad
that
for the
guy.
girl too because she's having a lot of standards put on her
Right.
And like the whole thing too of like, this fear has been instilled by her because of the way of saying like, I'm not as pretty as his
As his
exes.
exes.
I'm not like it go kind of.
So clearly she's been made to feel that way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's done nothing to make her feel
Feel
secure.
better. Yeah. So it's sad. I do think there's a couple things in here that has a little bit for her. Again, I'm not calling this isn't am I the asshole? This is kind of a true off my chest.
Right.
But like I do think there's some a little bit internalized misogyny here for her.
Yes. Yes.
I don't want to discount that, but like I really feel bad. I think this is the thing. Her boyfriend showed her true colors. His true colors.
Right. Right.
And so now she sees that, and I guess this is good. And everybody keeps telling her to like drop the link. She's like, they're like, drop the
Right.
link, and they're like, I don't want this associated like with my channel, this and that, and I don't think I'll
Right.
ever be streaming again. And they
Right. It
actually
sucks that
deleted their
this has
Reddit.
ruined something for her.
Yeah, and this is the thing, like. She should be proud of 23 followers. She should be proud
Right.
of
Absolutely.
like
Of 8 average
8
viewers.
average viewers.
That's
And
good.
again, I don't think she was saying this to be like, and he can't even crack 3. I don't think she was saying
Right.
that to
I
be like,
think
he can't do this. I think
but
it
I
was
think this
more,
proves that this is like this part of this for him was like a jealousy thing.
yeah, yeah.
You know what
And
I mean? He's like, "You're only getting viewers because you have a
yeah.
face
And
and you're a woman."
there are
Okay.
there are guys that follow girls out there
Right.
because they find them entertaining.
Right.
I don't think that there's only guys watching you because you're eye candy. And I feel that she
Right,
says,
because
I
that's
guess I'll
usually not
ever
enough to
be,
make them stick around.
yeah, to be honest. And like, I feel bad because she's like, I guess all I'll ever be is eye candy for desperate men. Even my boyfriend and my parents tell me that I'll end up alone. Like, first of all, why are your parents telling you that?
Parents, right.
What the
Why are people
hell?
putting this in your head? I feel so
Yeah.
bad.
I think there's a lot of things she needs to work on. And like I in
And therapy,
yeah, therapy,
because that sounds like a
communication.
lot of
But
yeah,
I'm proud of her for leaving. If
me
she
too.
did, I don't know if it actually happened. There's no
Right.
update. This was posted 7 days ago. They deleted the Reddit account associated with this.
Mm,
So I hope they're doing all right. And I hope
me
if they
too.
do decide to continue streaming that they're doing well. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my Reddit story. A little sad, I know. But I think it's
Eh,
just important to think about because I think that happens a lot when people are like, we should start streaming. And
right.
then they do it separate. And the whole thing of like, he's embarrassed. It's like, what are you
Right,
embarrassed
because
about
she's
that she's doing
crazy?
better?
What? Right.
Yeah. And it's like,
What?
yeah. Yeah. Sorry, dude. Sorry, you're not good at streaming. I mean, maybe he is,
Right.
but I don't know. All right. So, Flo, let's move on
Yes.
some to FMKs.
FMKs. Okay. Um, so I'm first, right?
Yes.
Okay. I we don't have a theme this week,
No.
right? Okay. I just thought of this. I I just get like random inspiration. For some reason, I was inspired to do this one. So I don't drive. I don't know if you guys know that. I think I've mentioned that many times. So you probably
Mm-hmm.
do know that by now. I don't drive. I've always been interested in living in like a city that's like kind of walkable or with
Mm-hmm.
public transport, stuff like that. So today's FMK is going to be not driving, but biking, walking, or public transportation. Fun little one.
Ooh. So, are we saying this as commute or just like,
For anything,
okay.
grocery shopping,
If
commuting.
okay, this is going to be strange. Okay.
Right.
So, for like being in a city and everything,
Mhm.
it's going to be marry public transportation.
Okay.
So we'll go fuck walking, marry transportation, and kill biking. I fucking
Ah,
love biking. I used to bike in Cambridge.
right.
I used to do the e-bikes or whatever they're called
Mhm.
now. I love doing it. People are not safe around bikers.
Right. That's that. Yeah, I know.
So
Mhm.
for me, I have to kill it. I love biking, but I can't. Sabrina just in the background. Um, I feel like it's not something, if I lived in the city, I don't think I would keep a bike. I don't think I would use the e-bikes. I did it because I wanted to try it. I did it for a couple months. It was great.
Right.
But I continued with public transportation because it's the
That's
most
fair.
reliable. Also,
Mhm.
you can blame it on that if you're running late. Sorry, the red
Yeah, right.
line.
Right.
Sorry, the red line.
Sorry, the orange line's on fire again.
Yeah, orange line's on fire. So, yes. That
Right.
is mine. What about you?
Ooh, okay, so I have similar answers. Um, because I also love biking. However, biking as a mode of like transportation
Sabrina.
for commuting and stuff just sounds like a mess, especially in city streets. I don't know. I don't trust myself.
I'm trying to
So I
get the
get that.
dog on the pod. Come on,
Right.
come here. Ignore
But instead
Flo.
of
Watch the dog. Sorry.
oh,
I'm just
right.
kidding.
Look at her. Look at her.
Okay, sorry.
Or
Continue.
that way. I don't know what direction she's in.
I don't know.
um anyway, so I'm also gonna kill biking.
Yeah.
But I'm going to fuck public transport and marry walking. I like in the most ideal situation, I would work somewhere that's not very far from where I live.
Yeah.
Um, I love walking, so I would love if I could get somewhere that I can literally walk everywhere, that would be so
Yeah.
ideal.
I love
I love
walking,
walking.
but
Public transport
I
is kind of smelly
I get
for
it.
me, and maybe I'm high maintenance, I don't know.
I love walking, but I
Right.
also know I'm always going to be based in New England. So I'm not going to
Right.
be walking everywhere.
No,
And
no. I know.
I don't mind public transportation. I don't know if it's because I've been on it so long. I don't know if it's also because I've seen like the weirdest shit on there and I'm like, okay, I'm unfazed. Like,
Right.
I
You've been
have some
desensitized.
stories of the tea. And if we want to hear that, if we want some tea on the tea, I will do that. How has somebody
Good
not
one.
done that before? They had
Right.
to.
Tea on the tea has gotta be.
So, yes, I like walking. I do get that. I would love to walk everywhere, but I just know if I'm living in a city, and especially like
Right.
Boston, because I know Boston so well, like I know what I would prefer to do
Right.
transportation, but I do love walking. So
Right, and
I
public transport to me, it's like I'll use it if I have for me, it's like
yeah.
I'll use it if I have to, but I'd rather
Yeah.
walk if I can.
You
That's
know,
why I'm gonna fuck public transport, marry
yeah.
walking, kill bike.
You know what? I would love to do like a biking tour or like they do biking tours that are like I think they even do them in like Portland, Maine. They do
Ooh.
biking tours and they're to different breweries and I'm like that would be kind of cool,
Oh,
but
that's
I
kinda
feel
fun.
like that would be kind of dangerous too.
Right.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
I have some funk Mary Kill of some font. Now, for the people that are
Font.
watching, there
Okay.
is a image up on the screen of the three fonts, their names, and their names are written in that font. Flo, I have sent it to you
Okay.
in the Discord. I
Interesting.
didn't pick like the common like Times New Roman and
Right.
like Comic Sans and this and that. So I picked Helvetica,
This is fun.
Lotto, I think, and
Okay.
Playfair Display. So I have posted them on and we'll post them on the Instagram and everything like that. But
Yeah.
Flo,
Yeah.
loved because I think that we're both kind of font girlies.
We are.
So I want to know your opinion.
Okay. So, this is tricky. I'm gonna kill Leto?
Yeah, Lato, Lotto. I'm not quite sure.
Lato, whatever it is. That font, it's not too different from, like, any other kind of serif font,
Yeah.
but however, I do like this Playfair display better. So, I'm gonna kill Leto or Lato, I'm gonna fuck Playfair display, and I'm gonna marry Helvetica because I'm a little bit of a basic bitch,
You know what?
and I love a good Helvetica.
Fair.
Right. Right.
I think I'm gonna marry no, I think I agree with you.
Oh, really?
Because Helvetica can be professional but also fun.
Right.
While Playfair Display feels like
And
professional
Helvetica is
only.
a good basic font that gets paired well with other fonts
Yes.
to me. So, like, you can have, like, a big bold font with the Helvetica, or you can have a
Yes.
curly font with the Helvetica as, like, a sub
Yes.
font, you know? So, you can mix Helvetica better into, like, mixed font things.
Yeah.
So, it's, like, more
I
versatile. So, that's why I'm gonna marry it.
Yeah. I think you're
Right?
right.
Right.
Okay.
Look at
Yeah.
that. We agreed.
Okay, so
That's a
now
fun one. I like
thank
that.
you. I wanted
I
to
like
do
that.
I thought it was fun. I don't know. So I looked up fuck Mary kill themes, and then it brought me to this like place where it was like logos for fuck Mary kills, and I was like, "Ooh, fonts. Like what could we do for
Smart.
fonts?" So, Flo, do
Right.
you have a favorite font?
I don't actually.
You don't?
So no. I used to be a big Georgia girly on like
Mm.
AIM.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Georgia. But I also like, so you know how I like a serif font, but I also like a sans serif font. So
Yeah.
sometimes I would use Georgia if I wanted a serif. If I wanted a sans serif, I would use Verdana or Tahoma. I
Okay.
think those were my, like, AIM fonts. However, I'm not gonna lie, when I first started using AIM, I was a Comic Sans girly.
You know what? Comic Sans isn't that bad, and
No, and I honestly like it in, like, because you know how Comic Sans is available on, like, Instagram stories, or it's, like,
yes.
basically Comic Sans?
Yeah.
I love using it because it
Yeah.
feels kind of, like, nostalgic and ironic and, like,
Yeah.
cute, you know?
I
And I
think
love it. I'm not
it's
gonna lie.
fine. Like I'm not gonna want to see it in a work signature,
Right,
but
right.
I think
If I
it's
see that in an email, I'm
fine.
gonna go,
Yeah.
but
Mine
it's
is
cute.
Century Schoolbook or
Oh, I used to use Century Gothic.
yeah, Century Schoolbook
Oh, was it Century
or
Gothic?
Book Aquita and Ant
Antica?
Antica. Yeah.
Yes.
Book
Oh,
Antica.
I loved Century Gothic. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
Century
Book Antica,
A
let me see
School
it.
Book and Book Antica. Antigua. I can't speak. Never mind.
Oh, I like that.
Just kidding.
Da-na-na-na.
Those are kind of my like favorites to use for like kind of professional stuff.
Right.
If I'm going fun and fancy, there
Yes.
is a font called Moon. It's really nice for like labels, stuff like that. I go through a lot on Canva, and what I do like about Canva is they do have the classic fonts, but obviously they have their own fonts too. And I think you can import fonts as well. Um, but yeah, do we want to give them the insider secret of what font we use?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. It's called Borsok. Borsok. That's what
Oh.
it's called. That's the font that we use.
Is that the name? I had no idea what the name is.
Yeah.
It's a cute font. I will
It's a
say
cute
there are
font. I like it.
caveats to it.
Yeah.
The apostrophe doesn't work. The
The
apostrophe
apostrophe
looks like a
doesn't.
comma. I don't understand why.
Yeah. If you guys
So
see an
we get
apostrophe,
around it by
yeah.
making a comma as like a separate text box
Yeah.
and like
But for fun little
so
stuff,
silly.
Borsok, I guess. Borsok.
Warsack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I do love a good different things. I am not a wingding girly. I think
I
they're
am not either.
I don't think anybody is. I think people just have fun with them. But yes.
Right.
Yes, so that is our fuck Mary kills. All
Yes.
right, Flo, let's move on, or I guess it's me.
Right.
What's podcasting? That's the
Right.
thing
What
that
is
we do,
this?
right?
What's this thing?
Hello?
I'm like,
Knock knock.
hello?
So we are gonna go into
Who's our
streamer of the
streamer
week.
of the week?
So streamer of the week is drFishperson. They are a
Woo!
lovely streamer I've known since before I started streaming myself. Um, they are lovely.
Yeah.
They actually have a PhD in marine biology, so that's why they're
Holy shit, that's amazing. I didn't know that.
yes, I think they
Oh.
recently achieved their PhD
Oh, is
in
that why they changed? Because their name used to be something else.
Yes, so it is officially drFishperson
I
now.
love that so much.
So they
Amazing.
are absolutely just a lovely, lovely
So
human being.
lovely. They actually made my original emotes,
They
my original
did.
flamingo ones.
They
Yeah.
so
And I love them. I still love them.
they're very much they interact with chat a lot.
Mhm.
And that's why I think I love watching them. They also play a lot of games like Street Fighter 6 is their most recent
Right.
game that they've been playing. Um, so I definitely recommend watching them, especially if it's somebody that you like to interact with people and like watch people.
Right.
I definitely recommend them.
Right. Me
So,
too.
yeah, that's Dr. Fish Person. So twitch.tv, DrFishperson. I was like, am I spelling things right? So definitely check them out. And then, yeah, so socials. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, HotXNoodspod, HotXNoodspod. Make sure to support us on Patreon if you like. $1 a month gets you exclusive Discord roles, exclusive Discord channels, as well as that's for $1 a month. And then $3 a month gets you a bonus episode as well and even more exclusive Discord roles and channels. And getting back to the book club. And then email us at hotxnoodspod, HOTXNOODSPOD at gmail.com with stories or suggestions or anything like that, hot takes, let us know. All right, Flo, you ready?
Alrighty.
So
I'm
we'll see
ready.
you guys around. We love
See you
you.
next Tuesday.
Bye.